It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, happy Tuesday to you. We're making our way through the week. So, Sarah, you start us with some news.
All right. We begin with some news. Sunrise Beach parents pretty relieved, I would imagine, that no kids were hurt because certainly they could have been. A bus driver was driving a school bus full of kids on Friday under the influence.
Oof.
That bus driver is in jail facing 20 counts of first-degree endangering the welfare of a child and 20 counts of driving while intoxicated with a passenger under 17. He is being held without bond.
Wow.
Yikes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. This is interesting. Too many fish in the bucket, apparently, and not enough left in the water. Conservation agents say that a group in Webster County and a group in McDonald County, two separate cases, risked messing up the fish population and the reproduction of fish efforts by catching way over the limit of fish. There is a limited number that you are supposed to be able to get, and they were quite a bit over that, apparently, and they did not have a permit either. Both groups were cited for taking game by illegal methods. In all, 7 people were ticketed. Isn't that just interesting?
Well, I wonder what the methods were.
I mean, it sounds like they were fishing, but
just regular fishing, or
I don't know. Like, so
the
the Department of Conservation posted about it. I feel like it was regular fishing, but they didn't have a permit, and then they had a cooler and then a separate bucket. I mean, they were like bringing in the haul.
Successful fishermen.
Well, until they got ticketed. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Ash Grove police are asking for your help in locating the city's stolen dump truck. It's a large truck with a bucket on the back. You'll know it if you see it. It happened at some point over the weekend, apparently. Crews were off work at the time. It was taken right out of the parking garage, so you're asked to call police if you see that or have any ideas on where the Ash Grove dump truck is.
It had to be somebody with insider information, right?
Oh, no, not necessarily. I mean, they don't work weekends, so.
I know, but to know, okay, nobody's going to be coming in. Where are the keys? Surely they didn't leave the keys in it. I bet they left the keys in it.
No,
because it was in a garage.
I don't know. I mean, they could have broken into another building and stolen the keys. Who knows what? But I doubt it was insider. I mean, what kind of an insider is going to go for a joyride in a dump truck?
That's true. That's true. I guess you might it would be pretty obvious.
And probably some dumb kids.
I felt like it had to be someone who knew where the keys were, but then come to think of it, if it's in a parking garage, I don't know. I could see somebody leaving the keys in it,
Probably some better stuff to steal than a dump truck, in my estimation.
Batmobile or something.
We know the Community Partnership of the Ozarks does good work. Here's a look at some of the numbers. Over the past year, they've helped more than 120,000 people utilizing the services of 11,000 volunteers. They've also poured some $13.9 million into bettering our community. So good work to the Community Partnership. And Hiland Dairy Foods, based in Springfield, is growing down south. They have a plant in Tyler, Texas, and they're adding to it pretty big time. They are doubling the workforce there to 154 people. That plant produces about almost 1.5 million gallons of milk every month. That's a lot of milk. Hiland Dairy has 18 plant locations. So good for Hiland Dairy.
All right. Pineapple Whip is also expanding and will be available year-round. Now, not at the cute little stands that have the hula dancer, not at those, but rather at the College Station movie theater that's reopening in downtown Springfield.
Oh, yeah?
That theater, the theater, as you know, has been closed for a couple years, and it is being redeveloped by a local guy, and he apparently loves Pineapple Whip and said, what a dream come true to be able to have Pineapple Whip 24/7.
24/7.
I should say 365 days a year, rather. And so he brought them on board. They are moving in, and really the novelty of it, because, you get a hankering for Pineapple Whip because you can't have it all the time. And so
yeah.
now he's going to like play to the loyalist because you have to go to the theater to get your fix.
Well, it'll still be a special
Genius.
occasion when you're at the movies, popcorn and some pineapple whip.
Yes. There you go. Kind of a good idea. But pineapple whip, by the way, has been around for 50 years in
Yeah.
Springfield. Yep. All right. You know, Seven Brew coffee shops, the little drive-throughs that are popping up all over Springfield and way beyond. Did you know that those buildings are actually modular and they are built in a warehouse and then they are just assembled on site? Did you already know this?
Yeah, there's a guy that we met, and I don't know if I talked to him more than you did, but he builds those, so he travels around with those. And then the other day, I was driving on Kearney, and like a whole building pulled out in front of me. It was a wide load building, but it was the whole building on the back of a truck.
Huh.
So yeah, it's wild.
Well, the company that puts those together is itself expanding in Springfield.
Yeah.
It's called Creative Modular Construction, or CMC for short. And they just broke ground on a $30 million warehouse, a big one out by the Springfield airport.
Wow.
And Seven Brews are not the only building that they do. There's a lot that they put together out there, apparently. But this is going to be their new headquarters. It will be built in phases itself. So it will continue to expand, but it sounds like it is quite the up and coming business.
Yeah. Do the work at one place and then ship it. That's cool.
Yes. And I didn't realize how quickly Seven Brews are expanding. They are expanding quickly.
They went from 0 to nothing pretty quick.
I know they did. It was 0 to 60 in 2 seconds flat. Funny, I am a fan. My son just had a smoothie from Scooters, and now he's an addict.
Yeah, he and I got Scooters. We were somewhere. We were at it's Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was Kansas City. We were up there, and we wanted a smoothie, and he became. I think that was his first time at Scooters. He became a big fan. And so did I. Mine was great as well. But
which explains everything.
He is. He knows what he's doing over there. He's obviously talked you into it as well.
Well, he did, but as it turns out, it's still your fault because you took him first. You got him hooked, and then I was the second. I was second.
Well,
see the order there? You see how the order worked out?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
But what did you get? Strawberry?
Strawberry. Yep.
Yeah. He likes the strawberry. Yeah. And it is good. I'll tell you that much. Oh, I met the lady. I met the owners, not the lady, but the lady and her wife and her husband. Sorry. They own scooters. They own local scooters. And I met them Friday night. I was at an event and they said hello. They said they watch Around the Ozarks, which is very cool. Thank you. But it was great to meet her and her husband. And those scooters are popping up all over the place too. So
yeah, we saw some out of town this weekend, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good coffee. Good smoothies. And Cider Days is returning to historic Walnut Street this Saturday and Sunday. It is the fall festival season, as you know. September 21st, 22nd, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. It's a 2-day fall festival featuring artists, crafters, live music, performances, food, the works. And it features apple cider because it is Cider Days.
Yeah. I did one time go to the apple butter making days. Apple butter, you got to love it in Mount Vernon. And it was actually hard for me to find apple butter that I could eat right there. I could buy jars of it and I did. But I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean there's no apple? And so I hope that the apple cider is on tap. I assume it is. But
it is.
That is an assumption, folks.
Yeah, you can do it.
I did once go to the apple butter making days festival and couldn't find any biscuits and apple butter right there on hand,
Well, that's a miss. That's a swig and a miss.
I did bring it home though. So it was a win for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Somebody else has got a win, by the way. Speaking of, contest is going on right now. The Branson Bowl. Don't forget the Branson Bowl. You need to go to aroundtheozarks.com, click on contest, click on Branson Bowl. And then you will need the keyword. And Ethan hit it. Do you remember? Nope.
The key
No.
word.
Adventure.
Adventure. The key word is adventure.
Are we the only ones who think that's funny? I think it's hilarious, by the way.
No,
Just
you're
for the
right.
record.
It is funny.
So this week's prize is a signed jersey from Chiefs Hall of Famer Willie Roaf.
Hall of
And
Famer, Nasty
the Branson
Willie.
official vacation destination of the KC Chiefs custom gear. Nasty Willie. He's the one. He's the
Hall
one.
of Famer, man. Get a Hall of Famer on your wall. That's a big deal. That's nice.
Yeah. So you're going to need that keyword adventure. And we will draw the winner on Thursday afternoon. We will announce the winner on Friday, but you need to play because somebody's got to win.
Yep. Around the Ozarks is the place to do it, on your app, on your smartphone at aroundtheozarks.com. It really is a great website. It's got all the fall festivals listed for the upcoming weekends. So you can spend a lot of time there.
All right.
And all the different podcasts that we do.
I know. Here we are. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Wake Up Weather with Abby Dyer is next, and we hope you have a super great day.
Yeah. Have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.